Hello, family. Welcome to Live Your Legacy. It has been a minute, I know. It's been, I know, over a week since I've done a video, but I've been feeling this Mars and Aries energy like super, super, super heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy, but I figured out why it's so heavy. Apparently, Mars has been super close to the Earth, which is why it's been so hot lately too. But it's been affecting people's attitudes. I'm sure you noticed people have been a little more aggressive than their usual, a little more angry than usual, and that's why. It's just irritating for me at least. And when I feel for some reason, I've gotten pretty good at I don't want to say controlling my temper, but more so taming my temper. I've gotten pretty good at doing that, and lately I have just been going off, like super reactive. And for a minute I didn't, like, I just forget shit. Like, I know what's going on most of the time, but I just forget, and I'm like, why do I feel like this? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. Mars and Aries. And it has been most of the time when I get irritated and reactive like that, it's because something didn't go the way that I planned it to go. And then I just get mad. Like a kid throwing a tantrum. Like, the other day though, like, I legit, like, I had to apologize to Divine because I went off, man. I was so mad. And I got mad at Divine, and I'm like, why the fuck do you, like, why would you have me go through all this that I had to go through? And I've been obedient. I've been doing everything that I've been asked to do for the most part. I'm not perfect though, you know. But for the most part, I've been obedient, and still, like, stupid shit keeps happening. Like, I came super, like, I don't know if I had COVID, but I came close to it. Like, really, like, that was closer than I want to get to. I mean, like, I knew I'd be fine if I had it. Obviously, I am fine, but I took the test and it came back negative. But I took the test. I like, anyways. We ain't even gonna get into that. But yeah. So I've been struggling trying to keep my cool lately. So I don't know when. And I think it's in retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. I know Mercury's about to go retrograde, guys. Just as a heads up. I'm not exact. Let's look it up, just so we know exactly when to expect this shit. Like, it doesn't have to be so bad. I said that about the Pisces full moon too, because I don't know, for some reason I felt like if you went into that, like, in the lower energy, obviously it's gonna be harder. But it was the Pisces full moon that actually helped me a lot from being in a bad mood. Because, like I said, I was sick, and I will say that I was probably more emotional than my usual. And, well, I don't even want to say my usual, because I have a lot of water in my chart. So um I'm a very emotional being. And it's so strange though that I'm okay. So, like, I believe um that we chose our life how it was gonna go pretty much we scripted this with divine. That's what I believe. And I'm just like, I know why I would choose that, I guess, because being able to overcome this shit is like a huge victory to me. So, and I'm all about the victory. So I can see why I scripted it this way, because once I do overcome this is gonna be like, I'm gonna feel so, I don't even know, it's gonna feel so great though. October 14th is when Mercury goes retrograde again. My logic is it's probably gonna go retrograde in Scorpio then. Let's see if it'll tell me. Alright, let me see. Let me look it up then. October. Learn how to spell Negro. I would say Scorpio though. That's my first guess. Yep, I think I'm right. Scorpio. On October 14th, 2020, the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio will begin. Okay, so it's going to be in Scorpio. So off top, the first thing that popped into my head right now was we're gonna be questioning people's loyalty, or somebody's loyalty is going to be, we're gonna be heavily thinking about it, whether it's somebody's loyalty to you, your loyalty to them, whatever the case, because loyalty was the first word that popped into my head when I thought about Scorpio. It's probably going to be a lot more than that, but Mercury being a planet of thoughts, like it's how you think. And Scorpio, let's look into this a little bit more, because I'm interested. On October 14th, 2020, the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio will begin. This influential time period has the ability to make us stronger and bolder. The powerful force of the cosmos make us more expressive and aware. Okay, let's read a little bit more of that. The first Mercury. Let me see. See if I can find anything. The Mercury retrograde is commonly associated with confusion, frustration, miscommunication, and delay. During this period, plans often fall through and misunderstandings. All these fucking ads. Misunderstandings are common. As Mercury moves in reverse, many aspects of our lives may feel like they're going backward too. There are some positive aspects of the Mercury retrograde as well. This time period is ideal for self-reflection and gaining a heightened sense of awareness. Intuition is strengthened during retrograde, giving you incredible insight and clarity. As long as you approach the upcoming times of tension with flexibility and poise, you can make the most of this retrograde. I want to know. Oh, it goes through Mercury retrograde in all signs. Okay. In Scorpio. We read that. Although most Mercury retrogrades are associated with a lack of communication, this event can positively influence your ability to connect with others. So this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, remember I was saying in what to expect just in Mercury retrograde period, and it said that it said something about a lack of communication. Well, in this instance, we may not be experiencing that, is what this says. But this is just what this says. However, your life will only improve during this time if you are able to reach a spiritual consciousness. This period of reverse motion may cause agitation, nervousness, and impatience. Use the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio to reevaluate your reactivity to the different triggers you face each day. Okay, so drop the victim mentality. That is not gonna help you and during this retrograde. Use it like any other retrograde to take the time to look at yourself, look at your life, look at your relationships, look at communication. Seems to be brought up a lot, so that's probably going to be relevant. Yeah, I want to look into this a little bit more, so probably the next video I'll come back with more information on this, because I want to know where everything's gonna be at this time. Like October 14th, where sun's gonna be in Libra, so the moon is going to probably be in what's 6 months from October? November, December, January, February, March. Can't be in Pisces, so it's probably gonna be in Aries. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's really more so what I wanted to know, I guess. So this is gonna be some interesting energy, guys. I didn't plan this video, so that's why I'm very unprepared. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting energy, because we got the sun in Libra, so there's gonna be obviously some sort of balancing happening. The sun, that's more so for us, like the way that we show up in the world, the way we see ourselves, the way we I think the way that we think other people see us has to do with the sun sign. I don't know, this is going to be interesting energy. I'm very curious to see what plays out in October. Really, more so, I'm very eager for November, but we'll see what plays out in October. I'm really interested in this Mercury retrograde, though, for some reason. But this Mars energy, this shit I need to see when this is gonna go away, because I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm not thriving in this energy at all. But something really interesting happened on Sunday. I did a job at Amazon, not for Amazon, at Amazon, for a third party company that's putting the facilities together. I met this girl, though, who she said some strange things to me. First thing, when I walked in, I mean, I've done these jobs before. I've worked at that particular Amazon facility a few times this month, but she was never there. But so when I went on Sunday, she was there. She said, every day there's a new stud. And I started laughing. That was funny to me, but I was just like, okay. Let me see something real quick. That is 2019. I need to be a little more specific. 2020. Yeah. So she was like, every day there's a new stud. And I was like, well, I'm not really new, but okay, yeah. And so I was talking to her, and she was like, what planet are you from? And I was like, wow, okay. The people that I meet, it's so funny to me. And so let me just give you, okay, so she's this black girl, right? She's this black girl. Her name is Golden. And she's strange. And that's coming from me. The king of strange. This girl was strange. Hold on real quick. It says that November 13th, Mars. Well, that's just when the retrograde. When is it moving out of Aries is what I want to know. I don't know why I can't get an answer for this. Maybe it is November 13th. Alright. I don't know where it's going though, but November 13th is when it comes out of Aries. So guys, we got like 2 more weeks of this. Anyhow, so this girl, she's like, what planet are you from? And I was like, Mars. I just threw a planet out there. She was like, she was like telling me all this stuff about. Well, first she peeped my tattoo on my arm. I have a nautical star on my arm, red and black one, on my wrist. And she was like, "Oh, you're protecting your masculine." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "The star on your wrist." And I was like, "Oh, is that what that means?" And she was like, "Yeah." I haven't looked it up to see if there's any truth to that or not. But she was like, "Yeah, you have more masculine energy than most men have." And I was like, "Facts." Facts. But yeah, I didn't really look it up to see how accurate the tattoo thing was, but she was just saying some weird shit to me. But I was listening because there's always something, you always listen because you'll find something. So she was talking to me about black people, right? And she acknowledged the fact that there is a difference between certain black people, and there is. And she was saying that how the other types of black people, and this is, look, some people may hear what I'm about to say and get offended, and I apologize, I guess, but I'm just saying what I believe to be true. Nobody else has to agree with what I believe in. It's just what I believe in, what I see to be true. I'm not gonna sit here and believe something that I don't even see happening, or I don't see any truth to, but just believe it because I read it somewhere or heard it. I'm not that person. Like, it has to make sense to me. You guys know that's what I always say. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, so anyway, so this girl, she's talking about black people, and she's talking about the difference between the two, and she's talking about how the other kind of black person they're evil. And she acknowledged that she came from those types of people, though. Those are her people. She said it. Now, she said that she does not vibe with them, though. She doesn't fuck with them like that. She don't move like that. Okay, so I'm getting mixed up in my story here. Because I had stopped myself to explain what she looked like, and I forgot. So she's a black girl, right? And she has one of those wide button black noses. You guys know what I'm talking about. I hope you know what I'm talking about. It looks like almost like a monkey nose. With the big, big old lips, and they just have a look like that one black lady that played in Us, the mom, that kind of black. She had those kind of black features. That's the blacks that I was talking about in one of my videos, and I was talking about there's a difference between black people and cops. When they pull you, when they're trying to determine which black you are. I don't know if they've caught on to the features yet, because that to me is the dead giveaway. But there's a difference. Okay. And she told me, I don't know if she realized she said it, and I don't know for word what she said, but she acknowledged the fact that she was one of them. But she didn't like their get down, pretty much. Like as soon as she seen me, she pounced, and I was like, wow. Granted, I think she's a lesbian or bisexual. I know she likes girls though. The first thing she said was she called me a stud, and that's somebody in the gay community or is familiar with the gay community. But yeah, so we're working or whatever, and this guy Eric, he's one of the guys in church, the only one that I was okay with. The other two I was not fucking with. I did not like them. I stayed away from them. Eric was cool though, and he was like, he took her away. And I know that if I would have been around her too long, there would have been a problem. Because we would have certain conversations would have came up, and I already saw through the bullshit. Like, I know who you are, what you are. You are not my people. Sorry. You are not my people, though. And she was talking to me about like how people don't fuck with her because they think she's weird and whatever. But the things she talks about, like she talks about trolls and all that stuff, and I understand that there are species out there. I get it, but you don't go out talking like that to people off top. But I felt her energy and I didn't like it. That's what is making me say that there would have been a problem had I been around her too long, because I didn't like her energy. I tolerated it because I was interested in what she had to say. I wanted to know who she was. And yeah, once I got my answer, Eric came and was like, hey, I need you, I'm gonna take you and put you on another task, her. And so that was it. I didn't work with her the rest of the day. I saw her at the end of the day, and I chopped it up for a minute, but not about nothing. And yeah, that was an interesting encounter that I had. I was like, wow. But it made me think about a lot of things that I'm not gonna share, but it made me think about a lot. And it made me think, I'm not gonna share all of it because some things are just not for everybody. But it made me think about the fact that Divine told me when I After I quarantined, once I was feeling better and I was able to go back home, Divine told me that day, he was like, you know, the devil and his people, the lower frequency entities, they're not happy right now. They're not. They're not happy. And like I said this in the video earlier, and I need to start listening to myself a little bit more. But I even said it that we need to be extra careful right now for that very reason, because they are not happy right now, and they are trying. God, they are trying. They're trying to anything they can do to just fuck with you. I get it a lot on the road, and that's probably because I spend a lot of time on the road. Yeah, always with stupid cars doing stupid shit. But I don't want this video to go too long, and it's already almost to 30 minutes, so we're gonna wrap it up. I really more so wanted to talk about that Mars energy that we're gonna be in for a minute, and so it's just like a little while longer. So hang in there if you're feeling it like I am. And to get prepared for that Mercury retrograde. Don't freak out though. Like, don't freak out. I know Mercury retrograde can be heavy, it can be frustrating, but I don't feel like, after reading about the Scorpio retrograde, I don't feel like it's gonna be that bad. Like, it's gonna, retrogrades are retrogrades, but hell, I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it's gonna be that bad. So don't freak out about it. Yeah, the most important thing that I wanted to say, and I was about to end this video without saying it. Yo, you guys know I'm all about the spiritual life. I am, and I'm in no way, shape, or form about religion at all. But I know that some people get into the spiritual thing and forget about divine. They forget about the creator. Like, no, dude, that is the most important, the best thing you can do is have a relationship with divine, because that's who you're creating with. Divine is everything, literally. So to not have a relationship with divine doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you can believe what you believe. If you don't believe in divine like that, that's cool. That is totally your choice. But those of you who do, like, I would really, I am encouraging you to strengthen that relationship. And if you, I used to think that I had a relationship with God. I thought I did, until I realized that I didn't. That I didn't know divine at all. Like, I knew divine from what other people shared about God, what I read in the Bible, what I heard at church, but I didn't know divine personally. I actually did not have a personal relationship with divine. So I encourage you to really think about it and work on what needs to be worked on. And there's always ways to get closer to divine. So even if you do have a great relationship, it can always be better. So I've noticed, for me, and this is the only reason why I share this, is that when I am in constant communication with divine on a daily basis, like divine is sitting in my passenger seat, and that's when I am at peace. I feel the most at peace. Yeah, I talk to divine like I would talk to anybody. Like, I don't come like, the quote unquote proper lingo. Like, I talk. I just start talking. I talk out loud sometimes. People probably think I'm strange, but I don't care. I'm talking to God, damn it. So yeah, like, get in touch with divine, and communicate about your path, about your life, about what he wants for you. Because I can sit here and talk to you all day long about what he wants for me, but it's not going to be the same. But yeah, I'm going to end it here before it gets too long. I hope everybody's doing all right, surviving this Mars and Aries energy. It may not even be affecting other people like it is to me, but it's driving me a little bit insane. But I'll get back with y'all soon. All right, peace. Hello, family. Welcome to